sound. We are live.
Hey, good morning, people.
I'm not sure anyone is here, Peg.
Well,
If
you're here and I'm
speak
here.
up.
Good morning, Shell.
Morning. It's you and I today. Apparently, it's not our usual day, so that's
Well, it's
probably why.
Wednesday. It's Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. But hopefully, some people will remember, since we reminded them last week that this week we were going to be on Wednesday. So hopefully, some people will come. Today, we are going to mess around with making embellishments that we can carry around with us in our to-go bags that we can use to make things. And this is just something I made out of scraps a while back that was just around, and I wanted to show you. That's kind of the idea of just using some stuff. I mean, we've all got tons of these piles of things that we're going to make into something sometime, and scraps and pieces of painty paper. So we're just going to work on making small things that we can put in a bag to carry with us today. So this one is like a pre-made one that someone sent me in Happy Mail. That's like a sticker, but it's exactly what I'm talking about. This type of, a little thing with all your mixed media supplies that you can just have to use later in your journal or on something. Want to say hello to Peggy and Janice and Barbara. I'm glad you guys remembered Wednesday. Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, hi, hi. Yes, we are glad you are here.
Yes. So I have all these buckets of things that these things collect, and I will just show you what happens in my studio. This is what happens in my studio. Okay, this bucket right here is just stuff that I had out, and I was using part of it, and then the rest of it didn't get used, and it got put in this basket. So that's something that I use. Also, I have things that are like little drawings or things like that, clippings, tiny things. Sometimes people send me things. There's like little sticker letters and stuff. I have all that kind of stuff out. I have things that people sent me in Happy Mail. This stuff all came in Happy Mail recently. There's like a whole bunch of papers and, cutouts and things that I got in Happy Mail. People send me die cuts and all kinds of stuff in Happy Mail. I have other Happy Mail baskets full of stuff. I have just plain old clippings and scraps. These are from my cutter. But they're still pretty, right? They're still pretty.
Yep, they sure are.
And these were left over from a swap thing that I did. Then I have this one that's like my current running one that's just on the desk. I have leftover bits of napkins that didn't get used. I have leftover bits of things that are cut out. Recently, I received a bunch of stamped images on tissue. And these are photocopied images that were sent to me. So I have that. I have magazine cutout things that I cut out for some reason and didn't use. That's all the stuff I have just collected around me in piles, usually on any given day. Welcome, Laura. I know Peg's got some other interesting stuff she was showing me earlier, so let me switch over to her.
Oh, I always have junk. What I'm doing here is I have some of that Clearly for Art parts. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this product. This is from Wendy Becky, and it's a clear modeling film, and you can mold it. So once you get a shape or something in mind that you want to cut out of this, then you can come back and heat it and mold it. And so what I did was I took one of those sheets and some dictionary paper, and I'm just gluing that down. You can see the glue is still white and wet, very white and wet here, because I was looking for my glue this morning, was having a little difficulty with that. Yeah. Trials and tribulations of the artist, right? So I'm just, getting the excess glue off of here. because I really doped it up trying to get it to stick down to this plastic sheet. And then I'll cut my shapes out and I'll bend it once it gets dry. But this will take a little while to bend. So I'm going to set that aside. What I did, was it yesterday or the day before, is I was playing with Citrosolve. And I have this, let me get this gluey stuff out of the way. I have some old magazines where I take Citrosolve, which is this product. It's a concentrated cleaner. And I put it into a spray bottle and I spray that on my pages, and it alters the pages so that, you can use them in your art. Nobody's going to accuse you of stealing their picture or anything because it's totally altered. These are no longer where they started out. They are something entirely new and different. So then I can take that paper that I have created with my Citrosolve, and I can just find a section that I want to use out of here and, tear a piece of that, glue that down to some board, this is a popcorn box. And I can punch that out or die cut it or, make something out of that. But, I love these muted tones and, the effects that you can get using the Citrosolve on these pages. So that's something else that I have sitting over here waiting to be used. But let me show you. I have these pouches ready to go with me because, when I travel, sometimes I just throw a pouch in, and this just has like painted papers and things in it. These are all, papers that can be used, and, even the scrap pieces can go back in here. These are magazine pages with imagery that I might want to use on a journal page. Some are black and white, some are already cut out, some are not. But that's another bag of stuff that I can just throw into a bag and take with me. I also have a large Ziploc bag that is full of those, these are those deli tissues that have been gel printed. And you can see that there are pieces of one in here where I've cut something out of it, like this, and used a portion of it. But there's still plenty of good usable real estate on here. Don't toss this, use this, because that's good stuff. So I've got a whole 12 by 12 Ziploc bag full of all of those printed papers and a little bit of cardstock in the back, which is ready to roll. And then this bag has smaller pieces, things that I may have already cut out. Like here's some paper where I had punched some circles. And so these are ready to be going into some layers on things. Here's some more circles, and this is some Tyvek that I painted up and used. So, I mean, this could go onto another piece of something which becomes part of a collage. So that's the kind of stuff I have in here. And then, things like this where I may have colored and embossed and whatever, but then I can punch or die cut something out of this piece because it's all ready to go too.
So I'd like to welcome some more people joining us. I think I don't know. Well, there's Peggy and Janice and Laura and Jane, Ela, and Cindy has joined us. I'm glad you guys are all coming to join us today. I was just messing around, kind of as instruction wise, how should you start something like this? Well, I like to start with something that's a little bit thicker at the bottom. So maybe it's a piece of cardstock. Like these 3 pieces that I started with were some cardstock. This one had some gold paste on it, and these had some paint on it. I like to start with something heavier at the bottom. So you could, like Peg was doing, you could use cereal boxes or things like that. Or leftover pieces of watercolor paper that you've used, you've cut them off. You know, we've all got these strips of watercolor paper that we've cut off from something else. You can start with a tag or something that's punched. I have like all these little punches because I'm just trying to make small things that I can glue to something else later. And another option is hang tags. We all have these. Every product that you buy has a hang tag on it. And you know, if it's clothing or if it's like this is from these little baskets that I bought recently, these little plastic baskets. It's a good thing to start with. You can make it into a tag because, you know, you could just punch it in the same spot and it would still be a tag, or you can just use it as a base. And I just glued a couple pieces of scrapbook paper and then one of these stamped tissues, and that's my beginning of a little something. You know, we just have all this stuff everywhere, right? If you're like me, you've just got piles of things, just things everywhere that could just be glued together.
I think that's so true. And, you know, suppose you don't have a lot of painty paper. Suppose what you have is a bunch of scrapbook paper. You know, it's already got a design on it. Punch it out, make something out of it, cut it into strips. I mean, these are just strips of something that I'd done previously, and I just cut it because I wasn't happy with the design. So I thought, well, this would make a nice strip on something to, you know, add to a creation that I'm doing here. So, and then, you know, I keep things like this where I've already die cut a bunch of things. This morning I was thinking, well, what am I going to work with? And so I grabbed a couple of dies and I just started punching some papers that I had laying out here on my desk. And I made these stars and moons, you know, and these, they can face either way because I had colored both sides, right? But these stars are fun. And they will layer up on something. And then I die cut some hearts. And, you know, you don't have to have die cuts. Hearts and stars are not that hard to cut out with a pair of scissors. If you don't have a die, if you don't have a punch, you know, or think about if you've got templates, like I can draw around my template and just, you know, use that as my design. So, you know, if you have a stencil, if you have anything that's a shape, draw around it.
So once you have a base of something, then you can start, you know, adding words. Like I have all these little words that I got from Gina B. Aaron's Etsy shop. This is a digital download. It's you can print it onto stickers, but I didn't have the right stickers, so I just, at the time I didn't. So I just printed them onto paper and cut them out. And I can just trim these down and stick them on. I have all kinds of stuff. I've got washi tape I could add to it, which I just might. I've got a whole bag of bling here. More bling than I could possibly ever use in my lifetime. I got lace and ribbons, and, you know, here's this one would match really well, actually, because it's this polka dot ribbon in that same green color. You can glue stuff onto them. You can sew with your sewing machine onto them until you just got this little piece that's all jazzed up and ready to go. I'm going to figure out how to put this on because it matches perfectly with that polka dotted green. That's so funny. Another fun tool that you can use is a tiny attacher or a stapler. If you have one of those, just a little stapler of some sort to attach things to things. This is just fun. We all should sit around and do this. Just, you know, maybe we should have a live call or something and just sit and make these little things all day long. That'd be super fun. So I think this one needs like some type of a focal something right there. So maybe I have a punch or a die cut or something. I have so many little things. These ones are all from things that people have sent me. You know, you get an envelope full of little bits and bobs that people send you. Oh, that's cute. Maybe a little butterfly. You go with the butterfly?
Why not?
Or this matches. It's a little fairy. That's pretty cute too. I think I'm going to go with that one actually. A fairy playing a harp. Why not? It's got a foam sticker on the back, but I'm just going to peel that off and stick it down with some fast drying tacky glue. I think that'll stick better. Well, that was quick. And that one's pretty much done. You can sponge around the edges with some ink and it makes it look a little bit more finished. You know, all the things that you normally do. You can add some pen marks. You could add some mark making. You could add all kinds of stuff to finish it up. But it's fun kind of stuff to do. And then I'll just put this, you know, I'll put these things in a pouch in my to-go bag. When I need to create something on the fly, I can just have it there for my use whenever I need it. Right, Peg?
Yep.
I think I'm going to add a little bit of crayon to this, a little bit of shading of some sort. Maybe with some dark blue or colors. Blue, yep. So what are we talking about in the chat? People still in bed. This is a good thing to watch from being in bed. And just hang out, watch the show. Then when you're ready to get up, you just get up and go play in your craft room. Or you could play along with us, of course. We usually have our topic of what we're going to do on our show out early, so you can always figure out if you want to join us with what you might want to do to play along. We always like that when people play along and then post what they did while they were playing in the Art Joy of Sharing group. Another fun thing to add is a little bit of glitter with some glitter glue or a glitter pin. This one is from Spectrum Noir. Someone sent it to me in Happy Mail from England. And it makes sparkles, although they're hard to see on here, I think, but well, picking up a little bit of that blue. But maybe I can get him to catch a little bit of light and I can show you. I don't know if it will. I don't know. Anyway, that one's probably done for now. So we can make one on this tag that came in some sort of mail. I think that was in Ina's collage challenge envelope. So we'll see what we can do with that. Mila's having dinner. Welcome, Heidi. Welcome, Judy. I think everyone else has been welcomed as far as I know. Glad you guys are here to join us today.
We're always glad when you guys come in and join us.
Yes.
I'm going to try something here. I don't know if this is going to be too big. I might have to double it over. We'll see.
Oh.
I have what's known as a gloober, which just means a big old glue booger.
They exist.
Yeah. And so you could create your own glue dot for this, but I am using one that is manufactured for this purpose. And I'm just taking some cloth. And you know, you guys probably have some cloth scraps hanging around too. And I'm just twisting that and sticking it down on my big old gloober.
Like you do.
Like you do. And twist and turn and stick it down. Going around and around.
Around we go. And where we stop, nobody knows.
And then you can use, you know, something in the center for a centerpiece, like if you want to use this to simulate a flower, something like that. But you can also, you know, put some tattered shreds or something on the backside so that it's got more of a feathery look, and this becomes the center. You know, just lots of ideas of what you can do with this sort of thing. But this is super strong adhesive. And I don't know, I picked it up some time ago. I was looking in my adhesive drawer this morning. They popped out at me and I said, oh, let's use those. Let's use those. So, and I'm sorry, my big fat hands are kind of in the way of what you can see here, but I'm getting just about to the end. I'm going to cut this off down here so that I can twist it a little more.
What kind of glue shall I use? So is anybody playing along with us today? We'd like to know.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Judy.
Mostly they've said they were either eating dinner or in bed.
Yeah. So what I like to do...
Of course, time changed. So...
Yeah, that's true. Time change and day change here. What I like to do is I just kind of cut that off, and then I'll peel back the backside of that gloober. I can get it coming up because I want to stick that tail down to something. These are old, so they're not cooperating. There we go. Okay, so now I'm revealing some of that. I'm just going to take that to the backside and stick it down. And I can keep that on there so that this becomes my flower. And then I can find some other little something to go on to that, you know, a button, a heart. You know, here's some of those hearts that I cut out of that citrusol paper that I'd glued onto my box.
Oh, I didn't even get out buttons. I have a ridiculous amount of buttons.
Yeah, I'm thinking a button might be really appropriate on here because I want something relatively small, or I could just use a little dot, a little paper dot, something like that, and then put even a smaller button on there. Because suppose I want to put that on this inventory tag and use some of these. I've got a bunch of these stem type pieces. And I could put these stem type pieces on there. So that would be kind of fun. And then I could put this down as a, yeah, I want a green. I want a green if I'm going to do a stem, right?
Green, yes.
So I've got this other
I agree.
that still has some purple in it. And I think I'll use this. And get some adhesive tape here. Somewhere. All of that stuff.
Hi, Holly. Yes, we usually stream on Thursdays, but this week, both of us have medical things that we have to deal with on Thursday. So yes, we're usually Thursday. But last week we warned you. We said, hey, next week it's not going to be on Thursday. Because doctors seem to want to have their appointments on Thursdays. Probably so that they can take Friday off.
There you go.
To go golfing.
I knew there was a reason, right?
Mm-hmm. Funny enough, the next procedure that has to be done is on Thursday next week, but it's in the afternoon, so I can stream on Thursday next week.
Okay, what do I want here? Let's get a purple.
I'm just going to tear the top off of this. I don't need this to be a tag. Just need the base. Gonna need to color this. Yeah, it was a week ago when we told you Wednesday. I know it's hard to remember a whole week. It seems like about 20 years to me, actually.
So
many things have happened since then.
Yeah, it's been quite the week. And I know Shell has not been feeling well. And hey, everybody, tell Shell happy birthday.
You can all sing, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe not me. Just saying. Maybe not me. I have to have the chorus behind me. Not the soloist.
Somebody sent me these adorable little people in mail the other day. These little Tim Holtz paper doll people.
Yeah, those are fun, aren't they?
I think you sent me this. Isn't this your grandmother?
Let me look here.
Or something.
Sorry, I got my... That's somebody.
Isn't that a relative of yours?
It could be. Could be. I mean, I have a bunch of old photos like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a bunch of old photos. think I want to put some text on that.
Thanks for the birthday wishes, everyone. I switched on to Facebook this morning just to make sure I didn't have anything I needed to answer, and there was like 50 birthday wishes already at 6 a.m.
Yay!
Because not everyone's in my time, so it's like a bunch. Everyone's being very, very nice to give me felicitations on my birthday. I think I'm gonna color this. Yep. I think I am. I want like a little bit of something.
Something.
I don't know what, but
yeah. Okie dokie.
I'm pretty sure this is a photocopy, like with toner, so I can color over the top of this. I sure wished I had a laser printer.
Well,
I always have to steal everything.
Someday. Yeah. I waited to get this one, but I got a really good deal, so can't complain. So I've got these tags that I'm grunging up here. I just used some stamps. I've got my box of my standard grungy stuff that I use, and I keep this kind of thing around just for when I want to do that kind of thing. And another thing that I like to do on here, I want to get some staples into this because I like staples. I don't know about you guys, but I like staples, so I'm gonna staple the edges of these two tags, and then I will add my floral. With some Sookwang. I love this tape. I don't know about you guys, but double stick tape is the bomb. So let's see.
I think you just like saying Sookwang.
I do like saying Sookwang. It's a fun word, right?
Sookwang.
And then I'll put my floral piece that we created on there.
Man,
He's cute.
never stops.
I might need just a dot of glue. I should have hooked up I think I'll hook up my glue gun. Because I can. So I might need some faster drying stuff. And then I've got a bottle of something here somewhere. Let's see, what do I have out? Bazillion things. Do you have a bazillion things on your desk? I have a bazillion things on my desk.
I have more than a bazillion. Bazillion, gazillion, babillion, I think.
Hi, Michelle.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm going to tack that end of the cloth down too, because it may want to fly. And since that isn't doing what I want it to do right away, we'll just put some more staples in, right? Why not?
More staples.
More staples. All right. So then I need to find what I'm going to use. Well, I'm thinking, do I want to add that? I've still got room for more stuff over here. Oh, I got some glue sticks this morning too. Barb says she has a bazillion things on her desk. Oh,
Would seem legit.
This in bed. Oh, Barb. It's also early where she is, so I understand why she watches this from.
It's early where I am too.
Comfort.
I live in Arizona, which is confusing because we don't change time. So then when time changes, I have to like adjust my brain. And so it's an hour earlier now than it was. So now I'm Pacific time when I was Mountain time. And why they do that, it's pretty silly. I think this could use some lace because I'm going to put this little lady on here from Peg sent me a while back. This little, probably relative. I think maybe I need to cut a little bit more right there, but I think I colored the photocopy. I think I'm just going to put her right here, but I think she needs a little bit of lace behind her. And I happen to have this bag that has just like random stuffs from I don't know where. Just random stuffs. So maybe just a little piece of lace would be pretty.
Lace is pretty.
She seems like she likes lace. Like maybe she thought lace was a cool thing. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. It doesn't get everything, but yet it gives kind of this something. Peggy says she thinks everyone should just pick one time zone and stick to it.
That would be a good thing, right?
It'd be good for me. I just get confused. Yeah. And then, Arizona changing. I'm like, well, there's no farmers. Yes, there is farmers. We grow things. Cotton. A lot of cotton exported. So I don't get it. I don't get it. So I bought this new tacky glue called Turbo Tacky.
Yeah. How do you
I don't know if it dries faster or not. Funny name. I'm not just glue. I'm going to use Turbo Tacky. Hopefully it dries fast.
Well, something's got to dry faster. Just saying.
Yeah, everything takes a long time, except for super glue. But then, if I ever use super glue, I stick my fingers together, so that's not good.
Yeah, I've done that myself. That's not a real pleasant feeling.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I wasn't the only one. Common thing. What else do I want on here? Maybe one more thing. One more thing. I don't know what. Maybe some pearls.
Pearls are good.
She likes lace. She probably likes pearls.
I like pearls. I need to punch some stuff. Just saying, I need to punch some stuff. I'm going to punch a tab.
I kind of almost feel like I need another flower of some sort. I don't know. Maybe. I don't have anything in there. swirligig. I think that's too big. It's kind of cute. And then a pearl in the middle of that would be lovely.
Isn't it lovely?
Isn't it lovely? I did not plug in my hot glue gun either.
Oh, let's see what else.
That would have been fun. So I guess it's going to get tacky glue. I want to go put some glue on the pearl, even though it's got sticky stuff on the back. Blurry? Find out what's going on with that. Webcam options. Right light, right sound. Autofocus in, autofocus off. Should be fixed it now. Did that help, Holly?
Hope so.
I didn't. Since I didn't plug in my hot glue, I'm going to stick an hour with Pop Dot.
Pop Dots work.
Which is going to be bulky, but they say I'm blurry. Do I look blurry to you?
No. Change your setting to 720. Go down below the video. Not you, Shell, but whoever's viewing. Sometimes it has to do with how they're viewing.
Oh. And I am. So you look blurry to me. No, it cleared up though.
I don't know. It might be a YouTube thing today. Who knows? I get tired of playing.
I see what I'm seeing what they're seeing actually, and it's lagging. I'm lagging big time.
Huh.
Because I have my iPad. But I don't know how to fix that. I have a very fast speed internet, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, YouTube has just gone through a whole bunch of changes again.
Yeah, they changed everything on the back end again. So now all of our inputs that we had before are completely different. We have to learn all new ones. Like,
yeah.
Come on, people. Give us a break.
So hopefully we'll get it figured out at some point.
Oh, this one looks good. I'm going to put this sticker on that says, "There is beauty in simplicity."
Had these all together and they're getting Wound up, baby. Sometimes when you have little bitty pieces, they get caught with each other.
That's right, Holly. Tell them. YouTube, quit screwing with stuff.
Yeah.
I would really appreciate
love it if they quit messing with stuff. I was trying to do a live the other day with the other group, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to bring everybody else in. It's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing to me?
Making you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This just needs a little bit of ink, and then I will be done with this one. Maybe, baby. Barbara likes the red swirly.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, isn't it? I like it too. I like it a lot.
I like it. Okay. That one is so not my style. Yours is way more less than my style than mine. Look at all that brown, Peg. Look at the brown.
I know. Isn't that cool?
Brown everywhere.
It's a found relative.
Yes, it is a found relative of yours.
Yeah, I got a whole drawer of them. I don't even know who they are. A lot of them. It's like, I wonder if that was an aunt or an uncle or a, you know.
Well, she's cute and she's got a cute dress. Hopefully that'll all stay together. All right.
Thinking someday I get that stuff uploaded, but it's going to take me a while.
Yeah, I was just contemplating. I was going through boxes contemplating digitizing all my photographs of all my kids and all the past and all the soccer and all the whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have those options. That's why we were doing scrapbooks.
Yep. Now I'm just going to scan them all. I'm going to scan them all, and I'm going to just, have them digitized. That's my plan. Cindy says I'm coming to the other side. No, Peg's coming to my side. Look at the bright colors she's doing. You know it. You know it's going to happen. How about some pastels?
I like bright colors. Bright colors are okay.
Spring, or maybe it's just some bright colors. I don't know. What do I want to do?
Bunnies? You want to do bunnies?
Bunnies. I like bunnies. I wonder if I have any interesting stamps in here. But I got sent a lot of stuff that's like.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like if you guys swap stamped images, those are great to use for stuff like this.
Oh, yeah. I got some real interesting images from this one that I'm just not really even imagining ever using, to be honest. So not my style. Like woodcuts of weird royal looking people and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really my style,
right?
It's like kind of opposite my style, to be honest.
My kind of style. Woodcuts. I love woodcuts.
Yeah, maybe I'll just send all these to you. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure these are your style either.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. They're bizarre.
Okay.
Maybe I'll send them to you.
Because I'm bizarre.
You might have a use for this type of stuff. I just can't imagine that I do. Not that it's ugly or anything, just that it's not my style, you know?
Yeah.
When you swap, you might not get things that are your style.
Well, and that's true. I mean, that happens. And then you just send it on to another one of your friends, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just some flowers. Let's do flowers. I like flowers.
I just need a backer. Like so. Sometimes you just need a little something for stability to glue it all down on. You may not even see this piece.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Something hard on the bottom.
Yeah.
Just to, you know, give you a base.
Yeah.
And then you can build on top of it.
And actually, I think I want some corrugated something to go behind there. Should have some of that.
It's trying to stick to my underpaper. Sometimes you don't want to cut something around the edge. You want it to give it a little bit more organic appearance. A good metal ruler is always your friend when you're doing that. Because it can make it a little bit more interesting around the edges. I might cut this little piece though. I want to keep it in the tag shape. Peg might be drawing because I don't hear any noise.
Oh, I'm just grabbing a piece of this. This is a handmade paper.
I love handmade paper.
And it tears funky, which I like. So you got these wonderful textural torn edges.
Yeah, I like to tear handmade papers and mulberry papers with water, and then they have that real fluffy, wispy edge. I love that. Thank you, Holly. It's actually metallic too. I don't know if you guys can see that it's metallic, but it's really pretty. Not even sure. I mean, it's obviously leftover paint. It must be PBO. I think it's PBO. See, it's metallic. On some deli paper that was, you know, an underpaper. That's all it was. Some underpaper that I used up extra paint onto. Which happens a lot. Seems like you never pour out the right amount of paint. And you always have leftovers. I'm gonna go with some purpley blue. Purpley blue. Or maybe this. I don't know. No, I think purpley blue. When all else fails, use purpley blue.
Yeah.
I'm sticking this stuff down with a glue stick because I'm too lazy to get out any medium.
Way too much junk out here. Let's see. Let's punch this. What did I do with that funky circle one? Did I put that away? No, I didn't. Here we go. I think that would make a fun backer.
So if you're using a glue stick, it's a good idea to have a wet baby wiper or a wet piece of paper towel or rag or something so that you can wipe off the excess, and then you can go real crazy with it. Because otherwise, you just get stuff all over you.
You know, I use a glue stick a lot for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put these in my travel bag. These Craft Bond extra strength glue sticks from Elmer's.
Yeah.
Because I think I can do all my small journaling projects with glue stick.
Yeah.
When I'm out. So. Oh, whoops. You're not supposed to come up. What are you doing that for?
I like to layer contrasting colors, you know, dark, light, light, dark. So you can see here I've got a darker paper in the background, and then I'm putting this flag, which is just another piece of paper that I've cut into a flag shape. And then I might go back on here with another shape. So I've still got some of this paper left. And I can punch some more pieces out of this. Maybe.
Holly wants to know if the red string is waxed or regular. Is she talking about that swirly thing?
Oh, that's paper. It's a die cut. That one's too big. I need a smaller one. So let's do a smaller one. There we go. Yeah, those are, I think they're Tim Holtz dies. They're a thinlet set.
I think I might have that one.
I think you do. So I like that as a contrast, but I also think it needs several somethings here. So what do I want to do? Maybe I need to go back to that light one and cut another shape and size. We'll just cut all of them because they can be used someplace else. Some of these older punches I've had for a very, very long time. Now you can just cut strips and round the corners. You don't have to have this punch to do this, but it's a fun punch. This is an old McGill. It's called Word Tags 3-inch punch. But punches are really great for doing this type of work.
Okay.
So I'm liking that.
I think this needs to be colored. no, colored with some markers. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll just use these markers. And I think I'm going to color it from the back because then hopefully the black lines will stand out a little bit more if I color from the back. This is a stamped image that I was sent by the person I swapped with in that recent thingamabobber that I did. If I color it from the back, of course, these markers aren't particularly opaque either, so it may not make a difference, but I just feel like I should do that, okay?
Why not?
Since it's just tissue paper, it'll come right through to the front, so it's not like it's really going to make that much of a difference. But these markers are permanent because they're Indie ink. I was going to get out alcohol markers, but just the idea of getting them out just overwhelmed me for a moment.
Yeah. So I'm using Inktense pencils on mine.
I was using Neocolor crayons, but I thought I would switch to something else since I was going to do it on tissue paper.
Yeah.
And I was going to collage it on there with something fluid, so. Inktense is a good choice, though. That's a really smart idea, actually. Yeah, since they are permanent when dry.
Is that it will be permanent, and that's nice if I'm going to use these in collage where I don't know what other things might be going on top of it.
Yep, that makes perfect sense to me. I think it's a good idea. Okay, I need purple. Purple, purple, purple. I'm going to color it purple and you can't stop me.
Okay. You just have at it, birthday girl. Do it your way.
It's my birthday and I'll color purple if I want to.
There you go. I think I want to raise him up. He needs some dimension behind him. So I'll get some dimensional tape out. Sometimes you have to have the pop.
Welcome, Trisha. Thanks for joining us. People just keep rolling, rolling, rolling in.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Glad to see everybody. All right, do I have something I want to go on there? Yeah. Why not? We'll find something to go on there. Oh, I like this one. I think this is the one. And I need my Inktense to color that with. Because we can't just have white, right?
No. Everything has to be colorful. Peg.
What?
Did you say the P word on my birthday?
I did. I had to give you something to raise your blood pressure with. I mean, good grief. We're not drinking. We're not smoking. We got to do something, right?
They caught you. It wasn't me. I didn't even catch you. They noticed. They were paying attention.
I said it loud and proud, too.
I guess I was looking down or something. I don't know.
See, that's what happens when you're not paying attention. Whoa.
People start saying those words.
Yeah. They do, they do. Okay, I need a brown. I need a brown. How about
brown?
How about coffee? How about coffee? I like coffee.
All right, let's see. That looks pretty good. Sort of tore a little bit over there. Okay.
Yeah, because brown is a neutral and it works really well with all of these things, right?
Yes, brown is a neutral.
It doesn't always have to be black. I like brown. I like gray.
I like gray. I like black. I like to
use purple as a neutral.
Or blue.
For shadowing. Works
Purple
really
and blue make nice shadows.
Yep, they do.
Yep.
So
this is a die cut that someone sent me. And I'm just going to use a little section of that.
I think while I've got this punch out, I will punch another. These are those tab punches, which are kind of fun because you can use your handmade papers. So you've got all that color and design. And when you punch it, it's the two-sided one. So it can fold over. And you got it on both sides of a book page, which I like. Versus one like this that doesn't work. So let's see, what am I going to do now? I've got that, I've got that. I need to put a little bit of shading. A little bit of shading. What am I going to use? Where's my inks?
Oh, we're flippy-flopping.
I'm going to grab a pencil and just use that to shade around my critter here. My crazy bird. Crazy bird.
Crazy birds are cute. Cute, cute.
Yeah, everybody went crazy for crazy birds when they first came out. I don't see much of them anymore, but I like them.
Yeah. They were super popular when they first came out, though.
Who's leaning on the button? Says we're flipping and flopping.
Yeah, I selected after they said that.
Yeah.
So hopefully it stopped. I think things aren't going so well in YouTube land today.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's not us. I think it's them. We'll blame it on
them. It's definitely them.
We'll blame it on them.
Right? Not us, it's them. But when we continuously do the same exact thing over and over with different results,
right?
It's not us.
It's different now, you know.
It's them.
I think so.
Yeah. Every week it seems like it's something.
Well, and why would it start in the middle of a broadcast? You know, that doesn't make any sense. Not to me, anyway. It doesn't make any sense.
Trim this up a bit. Hey, stop sticking to the paper. Pesky thing.
Might have to glue that just a little bit there. Just stay put.
Well, I like that. That's pretty. I think it needs something else. I like this little die cut that I found that I didn't even know I got out, but it magically appeared. Crazy how that works, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Things magically appearing for no reason.
Let's see. I wonder what I did. There it is. A stabilo. No, that's not the one I'm looking for.
Ela says we make it look easy.
Well, it is easy, I think.
Yes, I agree. I probably have enough little bits just in the bins that I got out here to make, I don't know, 100 of these little things.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be a swap or something, or maybe it should be Happy Meal. I don't know. Like, I could make a ton of these little things.
I need a...
So easily. I think I'm going to punch this hole. All right. Do you think I can make my glitter thing work today? Where did that go? Get out some embossing powder, but I don't think I need a bigger mess. I think my mess is sufficient in size at this point.
Why not? Just make a big mess, Jill.
Embossing powder everywhere. I'm glad that the Pick-a-Stick challenge has helped, Trisha. That's what we're here for, to inspire you to do stuff. Hopefully it works.
I'm really pleased with how you guys have embraced it and are posting your pages.
Oh, especially since January.
Yeah.
People
It's
have
been a
really
lot of fun.
been doing
You know,
so well.
Shell and I get a little bit discouraged sometimes when, you know, people aren't sharing and we're thinking, oh, you know, this is a bomb. Nobody's really interested in it. And then, you know, we talked about, should we just stop doing it? You know, is this something that people are not interested in anymore? And then all of a sudden in January, it's like it picked up and we were so happy because we weren't sure if anybody was really out there or interested.
Yeah, we were so close. Because that group's fairly large, but nobody was posting their artwork.
Yeah.
So we just figured if they're not posting it, they're probably not doing it. If they're not doing it, then why are we spending all this time?
Right. You made us all very happy.
Yes.
By posting. And that's what I say, you know, maybe you don't feel that something is, hey, I got a lot of stuff I do that I don't feel is really up to snuff, but I put it out there because, you know, I need to share, I need to critique my own work. I need to figure out what I like and what I don't like. And you guys can learn from my mistakes too, you know.
Absolutely.
That's why we do these lives, so that you can see our flubs and our failures as well as the successes, you know, because not everything is a success, let me tell you. You know, like when I dump my water all over the table, or when I dump my embossing powder all over the table, or, you know, I do a lot of silly stuff.
Judy, the Pick a Stick Challenge has a Facebook group called Pick a Stick Challenge, and that is where you post your challenge work, whether it's the pages, whether it's your tag or your artist trading card. Every month there's a new challenge and 3 new challenges, and then you can post them there in that group. We also have Art Joy of Sharing, which is associated with this channel, where you can post things that you want to share. So there's plenty of sharing going on over in Facebook.
Well, and if you guys aren't aware of it, Art Joy is Sharing. We have a bunch of other contributing artists that are doing free videos for you guys on a monthly basis. So come over and join us there, because you'll get a whole list of videos.
Yes. This year in January, we started making, inviting other YouTube creators to do stuff with us. And they all were excited about it, and they pitched in, and everybody's been doing great stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't made mine for this month.
If you guys are looking for new content and new ideas, it's a good place to go.
You know what one of the cheapest forms of bling is in the world? Sequins.
That's true.
And
you know,
they
I
are
haven't
pretty.
blinged anything out here today. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. Get some bling, woman.
I know I need to do one with bling, don't I? Well, I have my moon. I have my little crazy bird. I have my vintage, and I have my floral fabric flower. And I have my crazy circle, love you always. I should have put some hearts on that. I think I'll add some hearts. I think I need to add some hearts down this strip on that. But yeah, so I've got that. But where's the bling? I've got 2 little blings on there. I need bling. All right, what's the next one?
Bling it up.
Next one. Gotta have the bling. It's a thing. Gotta have the bling.
So this one, I put glitter from some Stickles glitter glue, and then I just put sequins. Bling it up. And I'm going to put a fiber through that hole, and then I'll move on to another one. I've got a vintage one, and I've got this one that's kind of colorful, small. Peg's obviously more proficient over there because she's rocking through them, and I'm going really slow. It might be because I feel like my head is about ready to fall off.
Well, that probably has quite a bit to do with it. Just saying.
Let's see what kind of fibers I got.
Bright paper for the background, though, if I'm going to do bling. Let's do this one. And I think I want to cut it down.
Let's put silver cord. That would be pretty.
I think I want to cut it down. To something more manageable. What size do I want? I want about a maybe 2.5-inch piece. Kind of ATC size, right? That would be good. 2.5 by 3.5 would be ATC size. That would be good. Or maybe something a little bit. Maybe we'll do a couple of these. Do something a little bit longer. Do this one at 2 inches. And do more of a strip.
Oh, I like the moon.
You like the moon?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like the moon, and the moon likes me?
I love the moon and the moon loves me.
Well, you've been kind of in the moon phase this year.
Yes, I definitely am. 100% in with the moon. I'm very interested in it.
So, bling. Bling, bling, bling. Let's do...
In fact, next week, I believe that's what we're doing.
Moon?
Full moon art next week.
Okay. I've got some blingy washi tape. Let's throw some of that on there. Because we got it and we need to use it.
Let me use something out of this basket.
And what else do I want on that? Heart would be good. Need a little color on there. Let's get a deep green. How about a library green? That would be a nice green. I'm using colors I don't usually reach for.
Well, that's a good thing.
This reminds me of pool tables. I used to play a lot of pool when I was younger. I enjoyed it.
That sounds kind of fun. I could see going and doing that. Just all those angles, it's kind of mathematic.
Yeah. Well, let's see. What else do I want in here? I think I need some black on here to bring out some of those other colors. If I put this down, let's do this one. Looks kind of like lace. I like the contrast between some of these things. You know, the lace, the polka dots, the bling.
Yes, me too.
And let's put some dimensional adhesive on that. If I didn't lose it. On my desk.
Oh, it's stapled together. That's why it won't come apart.
There we go.
I guess I had started something with that.
This is just, if you guys have a Dollar Tree by you, check out their supplies. This is that already cut in rectangle dimensional adhesive. You know, get a nice big roll for $1. A lot better than the craft store prices, I'll tell you.
Foam tape, is that what you're talking about?
Yep, foam tape, dimensional adhesive.
Yep. I have a ridiculously large roll of it.
Oh, I do too, but this was already cut into little pieces.
Oh, it was already cut up. That's nice.
Yeah, these are, they come like this in just these little chunks.
Huh.
Right? And you get a nice roll of it at the dollar store. I mean, I have my 3M roll, but that's for like big industrial projects. Okay, liking that. Now I need to think about the bling. And you don't have to go out and spend a bunch of money on bling. This is old jewelry.
Yeah.
That I've collected over a long period of time. I mean, that would be pretty in the middle of that. Right there. And I'm trying to see if I have anything in the heart shape. I'm not finding anything right off. So let me look in another pile of stuff.
I need something bright. Bright. I didn't realize we were almost up.
Are we?
I think so.
Let me look. Oh, by golly. Get some pliers and pry this off of here.
I feel like I should have gotten more done in an hour and a half.
Oh, we were having a good time.
Put this right there. I like this too, but I don't think it fits on here either. It's pretty though. Maybe.
Maybe. I like the bright wire. It's blingier.
Blingier.
Ollie says she loves it all. Looks like
we did our job.
I'm going to wrap this key with some of this bright copper wire. And I need my metal scissors. Don't want to mess up my good ones. And I have done that before, just saying. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let me get a piece of paper.
I think it's time that we're done, Peg.
Yeah, I'm just...
You want to show everything that you have over there?
Just lining them up so they can see them.
Okay.
Plain background, so it doesn't get lost in the stuff on the table here. And hopefully you guys can all see that I did 6 different embellishments.
Yep, you did awesome.
Thank you.
A whole 6. I'm just finishing up this one, and then I'll show the ones that I did. Get the junk out of the way.
Thanks, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you.
This one, I'm still kind of working on it. But I got this one also going, which I'm going to work on in a second. And then this one that I already had done, kind of. This one I'm still working on, but
Looking good.
it's not flipping over, is it? There we go. So I've got a vintage one. I've got a blingy one. Kind of a weird one with a lot of different elements. Then this one's magazine stuff that I'm going to work on. Yeah. So that's it. I hope you guys will make some of these and post them in Art Joy of Sharing. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment or question below if you would like us to, if you got a question or a comment. And of course, we'll see you next week on Thursday. And we'll be doing full moon art. So if you guys want to join us with that, it's the worm moon, which is all about spring and the time that the robins return and pull worms out of the ground. So that's why it's named that.
We hope you can come and join us and share and work along with us.
Yes, definitely. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.